Right, so from master stylist Maria McCool, she always creates hair care and hair tools to help us get salon styled hair at home. And this is the world famous smoothie brush, a brush that's actually good for your hair. What do you mean? Well, it's because of how, I'm sorry. They're glued down. All right, so this brush is flexible every which way. So it's flexible and bendable, and it's not rough on your hair. And the bristles are made to help detangle wet or dry hair. I'm telling you right now, we're gonna show you demos with this brush. It has been so popular that over 75,000 trios have been ordered, and you're getting the set of 3 for $29.98 instead of $66. That, instead of $22 each, because that's what these brushes are worth, we are at $9.99 each. Good for all hair lengths, good for all hair types. And you're gonna choose this set right here, which is the Jade, Sky Blue, and Periwinkle, or the pink, the white, and the black. All right, I'm coming on over to Ashley Shook. What's up?
How are you?
Good to
beautiful.
see you.
Good to see you.
You too. All right, so this brush is a sensation, and you say, it's a brush, Ro. What is so exciting about it? Well, let's get into it.
Yes, well, you saw Rosina demonstrating how flexible the smoothie brush is. This is so important. As you can see, the spine is moving as I'm moving it. This is going to allow it to work with the shape of your head and work with your hair instead of against. In addition to the spine being flexible, all of the bristles are flexible as well. This makes it to be a great volumizer, a great detangler. It's not going to flatten out your curls when you go to brush it. I'm going to show you here in Cheryl's hair how I can just get this incredible lift. How it's not flattening or collapsing her hair as I lift. So as if Cheryl wants to blow dry her hair, she's going right in. These bristles are holding right onto each and every strand. And you can even see as I'm brushing, it is just lifting. We can continue around her head. Every bristle is making contact with Cheryl's scalp. This is so important that you're not missing any hair, that you're not flattening out the hair as you brush it. You can just see how much lift and volume Cheryl has here from her before.
That's great. It's beautiful. And and it's because it's giving you the correct tension, right?
Exactly.
But it's not breaking off the hair, and that's the most important thing. Because when we show you that, because my biggest problem, Ashley, I have to say, is whenever I brush my hair, because already my hair's falling out to begin with, right? Because that's unfortunately, as we get older, that starts happening.
Yes.
So you need to be as gentle as possible.
Yes.
And sometimes I look at my brush and I have like a clump of hair in there, but with these brushes, that's why they are made not to do that.
Yes, you explained that so perfectly. I'm going to show you here on Jen's hair. So Jen's hair is freshly shampooed. A lot of times when we detangle, we're going to be starting at the bottom, but for demonstration purposes, I'm going to actually go from the top just to show you the power of this detangler. As you can see, as I move through Jen's hair here, it is just gliding right through. It is not snapping her hair. It is not tugging on her hair. It is not pulling her hair. Her head's not, flying backwards as I'm trying to brush through. It's just smoothing right through her hair. This is so important to use a flexible, gentle brush because when your hair is wet, it's in its most fragile state. So if you're using a really stiff, bristled, really hard brush, it's going to pull hard on the hair. It's going to tug the hair, and you're going to risk snapping and breaking the hair. You can just see how the brush is working right with her hair, how it just smooths all of that right out. It's getting right to the scalp. I'm able just to move right through, and you can see those flexible bristles. It just detangled her in 2 seconds. This is the only brush my son will let me use on his hair.
Well, that's the thing.
Because it's so gentle.
If you have kids at home, this is the brush to try because it is a nightmare to try and brush their hair because truly they do have a lot of tangles, so do we. But look, I want to show the brush. Not one strand of hair is on there. Now, I want you to think of the last time that you brushed your hair, wet hair or even dry hair with your brush, how much hair was stuck in there. Hi, Maddie.
Hi. So we have Maddie here. Maddie has all these gorgeous perfector curls in her hair. And what my favorite thing to do is brush out my curls with my smoothie brush. As you can see, I'm brushing right through. You might think, do I have too much hair for this brush? Not at all. I am literally putting all of Maddie's hair in this brush, and it's not tangling, it's not sticking. I'm not, you know, having a hard time getting control of her hair. And I just have to show you, we'll show her before here, how it kind of loosens up her curl without collapsing her curl. It breaks apart those curls a little bit so they're fluffier, so they're a little bit more
voluminous.
Full, exactly. But she's not losing any of that curl. We'll show you here from the side. Again, you can just see, I'm going right through these curls. It's not catching, it's not snagging. I'm not pulling on her hair at all.
And it's not flattening the curl either.
Exactly.
Like it's not making it go away because
Exactly.
the brush is going through gently like butter.
Right, and I just have to show you here, I am brushing over and over again, and she is not losing one single curl. Her hair is not going straight on me. It's not getting frizzy. You know, if you take a paddle brush sometimes and you try to brush through your curls,
yes,
all of a sudden you're like, oh my goodness, all that hard work that I just did, it's gone.
Exactly, it
Yes.
becomes a big frizz ball.
Exactly. So this because of these flexible brushes, it's not going to frizz out your hair. It's not going to flatten out your curl. It's just going to help to loosen them, add some body, add some fullness.
Yes.
I love to use it on my own hair too. I keep one in the car, I keep one in my purse, at my desk, everywhere, because you can't really be without a smoothie, because when you need to touch up, go through those curls, you need to have this with you.
Exactly, and because it's curved as well, it's getting into, usually if it's a flat brush, right, if it's like a paddle brush, only the middle part touches your scalp, for example, or all of the strands of hair. This is purposely curved to make sure that it's getting to each and every angle of the scalp. So it's also kind of like a scalp massager.
It really is. It's like a spa experience. If you use it in the shower with your conditioner, you're not going to want to get out of the shower, because it really does feel like you took a little trip to the spa.
Well, that's another trick that Maria taught me and told me to do, is when you, any conditioner that you're using, shampoo and conditioner your hair, brush through it in the shower to make sure that the conditioner is touching every single strand of hair. But you want to do that with the smoothie. So you are going to, thank you, Ashley.
Thank you,
You are
Regina.
going to choose the Jade Periwinkle and blue, sky blue, or the pink, white, and black. $9.99 each. Over 75,000 of these have been ordered in the past of the set. So get yours home. You won't regret it. I'm telling you, it's really, really great. Okay, so